Good teams win games like these.
MP, we're about to go off.
Hello from 2K Sports. We're honoring diversity and culture tonight with the NBA celebration of Noche Latina. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Malik Monk is out there with Jamal Murray, and it's Brown in at the 3. And for the Lakers, they've got Connect. Williams is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Boomer in at the point guard position. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
Here we go. So the Lakers will get the first possession here. From the arc. Jokic grabs the board. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Thanks, B.A. I spoke with MP about his star-studded contest coming up, and he looked across the court and said, "We'd love a challenge. We've been watching tape, and we think we have a solution for the problem over there." I can't wait to find out how these two juggernauts affect today's outcome.
Yeah, buckle up, folks. This is going to be a good one. Thanks, Allie. Here's Boomer. What a tremendous game he played against Philadelphia. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number one or number two guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
Here's Boomer. After the Nuggets picked up a basket just a moment ago. Back to Portis. For three, Bridges. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, the quickness from Bridges there, looking like a guard.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Up top, Gordon. There's the three. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Boomer. Good on the shot.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Gordon outside. Monk, a screen on Portis. And here's Gordon from the arc. Gordon with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Boomer. The three is up. Rebounded by Denver.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Murray passes to Monk. Now Gordon. Uncovered. And again, it's Denver missing.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. It's Jokic, high post. Pass to Brown, and stolen by Bridges. Here's Connect. That one is off. Good D by Jokic. Nuggets trail by 5. Murray inside. For 3, Gordon. And he can't get that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position. But his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For the Nuggets, Watson, he's checked in for Gordon. Strawther comes in for Brown. And Anthony subbed in for Monk. On the wing, Anthony. 1:27 left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in the last game against the 76ers played some superb basketball. He ended up with 41 points, and he was very efficient from the field. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Anthony. 9 points in his last outing. The fadeaway. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Turner. Here's Marshall. Doncic outside. Over Anthony. Here's Boomer. Excellent defense there from Watson.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. To the inside. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the quarter up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting. We welcome you back to Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. On the court for the Nuggets. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then it's Cole Anthony. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Boomer. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Anthony outside. And a nice finish on the layup. Anthony's got 6.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
Here's Boomer. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Lakers lead by 11.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Anthony outside. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
And so Anthony will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 9. Their last encounter was in Denver.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Yeah, this period, they're letting them go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's Boomer. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Anthony with a bucket.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
The Lakers lead by 7. Here's Boomer. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night. And the Lakers making a change here. Doncic checked in. And, Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And no luck that time either.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And so it's Los Angeles, ending the quarter up 10, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hey there and welcome. It's getting hot in here and the postseason hunt is getting even hotter. Never a better time for a look at the league power rankings. Which teams are hot and which are not? Guys, what's it like to be at the top of this chart?
It always feels good, Ernie, to be on a winning streak. Players may not watch the rankings, but they do feel that momentum is on their side.
Is that right? Shaq, did you ever feel that when you were on a big win streak?
Well, Ernie, when I look at my career, it was like one big win streak. I maybe lost 5 or 6 games total for 19 years.
5 or 6. That's very impressive. Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Nuggets.
I can't see what they're trying to do offensively. Maybe with a little more patience, that shooting percentage will tick upwards.
Yeah, we saw several instances where the guys should have just made the extra pass. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Boomer in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Back to Monk. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Denver shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Monk drops them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Lakers lead by 8. Pass to Bridges. Portis outside. Here's Boomer. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Connect outside. Nails it from 3. And the Lakers lead by 13.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Jokic throws it down.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
Here's Boomer. And there's another one for the Lakers.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Monk passes to Gordon. And here's Murray. Inside. Shoots. And it's Monk. That time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Boomer. Yep, that one goes. Boomer's got 6 in the quarter.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
Monk passes to Gordon. Outside Murray. From deep. Buries it from 3. Murray's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, you got to love that play. Murray gets to his spot, and the pass is right there.
Pass to Boomer. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Boomer's got 27 points.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Murray, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Bridges. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
Now here's Monk. Tight defense on him. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Williams. Rebound, the Lakers. 1:50 left in the third quarter. And coach, a three-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him. Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Here he goes. Oh, nice shot by Boomer. Boomer's got 11 in the second half.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Anthony, the pass to Jokic. Back to Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, for shooters, it's all about flow and rhythm. Right now, it's all clicking for Cole Anthony.
Over to the left wing. Bridges, right side. There's a screen by Turner. Bridges misses.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Doncic outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 9 points.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Turner. And it's Jokic missing.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
Here's Doncic. A strong finish under heavy pressure from the D. 11 points in the game. 2 on the clock. And there's Jokic on the assist by Anthony. And so it's Los Angeles looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And there have been two very different both teams changing it up here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Los Angeles leading by 20. On the court for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Jamal Murray out there with Malik Monk. And it's Brown in at the 3. Murray finds some space. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And you have to be in awe of Bridges' athleticism. Gifted at leaking out and executing.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Nuggets. And now Allie LaForce has an update for us on Peyton Watson. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Denver. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Here's Monk. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Boomer, defended by Gordon. Blocked!
Yeah, Gordon has top-notch defensive instincts and very active hands.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. James passes to Marshall. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Denver's gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Murray passes to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And miss after miss right now. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in this 4th quarter. On the take. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. The Nuggets shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Back to Monk. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Oh, stolen by Turner.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And it's been a phenomenal year for them. They play with so much confidence night in, night out. This notches another huge win, 65 in total.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Boomer.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Boomer. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Boomer's got 40 points.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Pass to Gordon. Back to Monk. And it's blocked. Here's Turner. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
Great win tonight, MP. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. Looks like a win, but can't take a night off in this league. These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Miami. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
And you know, for the Heat, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing that perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Thompson is out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Lakers, Mikal Bridges out there with Portis. And it's Boomer. Then it's Williams. And it's Connect in at the 2 spot. For those teams, Clark, still in the running for a playoff spot, how do they close out strong?
Well, they just continue to do what they've been doing. That's what good teams do. They focus on the task at hand. And then when it really counts, you know you've got the system and the talent to step up.
Here is Boomer. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Tries again. And yes, it's good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's Adebayo. Barrett, wide open, he fires. Drills it from outside.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Lets it go from the wing. Jump shot is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here's Thompson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. It's rebounded by Portis.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Barrett against Bridges. 5 to shoot. Here's Barrett.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against almost anyone on the floor.
Outside Portis. Pass to Williams. Here is Boomer. He's covered by Thompson. Bridges for 3. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Thompson. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Boomer gets the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Heat. 7-point differential. Last time they met was in Miami.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer, in the last game against Denver, delivered quite a performance. He had 42 points, and he was dialed in with his shooting. Very few misses out there. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Now, here's Thompson. After the miss from Boone. It's Thompson off the drive. It's rebounded by Portis.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Williams. Vanderbilt comes in for Portis. Najee Marshall, he's checked in for Bridges. And Doncic is subbed in for Connect. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against Dallas.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
From about the extent of Adebayo's range, just far enough to keep the D honest.
Here is Boomer. He's covered by Hero. Puts up a 3. And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Boone. Boomer's got 13.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
To the paint, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Here's Boone. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Lakers ahead. They lead by 8. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Welcome back. Substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Bridges, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. And then for Miami, Ware's checked in, and it's Thompson in for Pippen. And that one falls for Bridges. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
On the court for the Heat, Jaime Jaquez is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Thompson, and it's Ware in at the 5. Roman the paint. Bridges with it, picked up by Thompson. Bridges misses. The Heat trail by 9.
And when you see Wiggins starting to develop that mindset, that mental edge, knows he has the defender in trouble, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
It's his first trip to the line.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. There it comes in for Jaime Jaquez. And it's Dort in for Hero. Onside, Barrett. Back to Thompson. Fires the 3. Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got 5.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to connect. Williams, a screen on Dort. Connect. Out to Bridges. Portis sets the pick for Connect. A three-pointer is right on target. Connects. Got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Heat. Higgins outside. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here is Boomer. He's got 13. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Barrett, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Count that one. And that's 18 points for Boomer.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Barrett. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. Again, Los Angeles.
A nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Onside, Barrett. Over Bridges. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back right after this.
Hey, everybody. We've seen plenty of action in that first half to chat about. But first, we're taking a look at the power rankings during this late-season push.
When I look at Miami, about a month left in the regular season, they're scrambling to make things happen lately. It's been very positive.
With no time to waste either. They're playing with a sense of urgency. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Heat.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And here are the Heat now, down by 15. They've got Portis. Boomer out there with Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision. Plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Miami. Bridges deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Williams a screen on Barrett. Bridges passes to Boone over Thompson. Rebound by the Heat. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin Van's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Here's Adebayo following the bucket by the Lakers. Barrett, no good.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Portis kicks to Boone. Driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Boomer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Now, here's Thompson. He's got 9.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Barrett against Bridges. Launches a 3. Miami grabs the miss. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Heat trail by 17. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
So it's the Lakers now after R.J. Barrett's miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Dort, and the layup is good.
I like when Dort seeks out his offense, using that athleticism well there on the drive.
Lakers leading by 15. Here's Boone, and it goes down 2 points. Boomer's got 24.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, here's Thompson. Dort misses.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. The Heat also changing it up. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Adebayo. Andrew Wiggins comes in for George. And Hero subbed in for Thompson.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
Boomer the pass to Vanderbilt. Here is Boomer. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. Boomer's got 11 in the second half.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Wiggins kicks to Ware. Barrett for three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Now, here's Barrett. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
More than a great jump shooter, Hero is a tremendous ball handler who can finish the drive with either hand.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt about it.
Now Barrett puts up a deep three. Go!
Yes!
At the buzzer!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers lead by 18. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out, a 50-50 ball, we got to own that. And then we got
GA, he's begging his guys to. Group substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Mikal Bridges checked in for Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. And it's Miami's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. On the court for the Heat. Lou Dort out there with Thompson. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got 35 in the game.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Thompson passes to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Dort. Now here's Adebayo. Defended by Portis. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
It's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Thompson passes to Adebayo. Rebounded by the Lakers. Williams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Boom. Second chance shot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Heat trail by 14. Thompson surveying the floor. And the three ball is good.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Boomer the pass to Portis. Here's Connect. Pass to Boomer. Bridges with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Adebayo. Can't get it to fall. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Boomer, no good. The Heat trail by 14. Onside, Barrett. Pass to Ware. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Williams. Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Lakers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Boomer.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Launches it. Good on the triple. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
Great win tonight, MP.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.
Crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with it.
Fans live for games like this one.
Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns up against the Los Angeles Lakers here on their home floor in LA. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Let's see some of the numbers here for G.G. Jackson.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. They've got Johnson, and it's Wesley in at the point. And for the Lakers, Bobby Portis out there with Connect. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Williams. And it's Boomer in at point guard. You know, Doris, what you love about this time of year, some of these games have a playoff atmosphere.
It's been fascinating. The changes the league has made certainly has had an impact on how competitive these late season games are. Desperation starts to kick in. Every win is cause for celebration. Every loss hurts. It can't play any better than that.
Here we go.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Pass to Jackson. The three. Williams grabs the board. Here are the Lakers now. And it's now 11 consecutive wins for them. They are clicking right now.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Bridges. In the game against Miami, very impressive. And that one drops for him.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Well, when Mikal Bridges was drafted in 2018, his hometown team, the Philadelphia 76ers, elected to trade him after selecting him.
And B.A., he made no secret of the fact that that was a heartbreaking moment at the time. Consider that his mom actually worked in the Sixers front office in those days. But in the end, he has carved out one heck of a career.
Here's Fleming, following the score by Los Angeles. Pass to Jackson. Johnson on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. The offensive rebound. Here's Wesley. Oh, from deep. Can't get it to drop. Here's Connect. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Here's Boomer. Pure from three-point range. Boomer's got 5 points.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Jackson outside. 4-3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Bridges. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, they were dialed in from deep in that one. The basket must have looked as big as the ocean because they were hitting everything.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Boomer in their last game against the Heat had a huge game. He contributed 40 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
1:49 left in the first quarter here. Wesley, the pass to Jackson. Here's Wesley. Back to Jackson. From downtown, Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Pass to Fleming. And here's Jackson. Here's Longley. Clock at 6. Here's Wesley. Yet to see a basket. Can't hit from the elbow. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Boomer passes to Portis. Now here's Bridges. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Bridges has gotten his second bucket on the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Wesley. Outside Johnson. Off target from outside. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Boomer. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Johnson. Off with the layup. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. Will make substitutions, and we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Suns trail by 12. They've got Bobby Portis. He's out there with Connect. Williams is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Boomer in at the 1. That's the Laker 5. Jackson for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Oh, nice shot by Boomer.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Jackson gets the bucket.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Los Angeles leading by 12. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Back to Jones. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night. And the Lakers making a change here. Doncic checked in. Suns trail by 17. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
59 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Wesley. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Doncic, good.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Pass to Jackson. They need this. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Here's Boomer. Oh, big finish.
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Here's Wesley. No made baskets yet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Both shots good from the strike.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Here's Boomer. Takes the 3. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Coaches talk about ending quarters well. You cannot do it better than that.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, the energy they're putting out is not going toward their defense. Problem is their offense can't keep up with those guys. So the D has to pick up the slack, or this thing is over.
Man, you know they're getting an earful right now in that locker room. We'll see who's listening.
And now let's see who the winners of the Player of the Week were. The Western Conference winner, Boomer.
I've been really impressed watching him. I mean, he's facilitating this offense, making plays for his teammates and for himself.
Yeah, he's been the best player on the floor most nights. Really has.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. We've got Jackson. And it's Fleming in at the power forward. Jackson surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Johnson. Boomer pulls it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Connect. He's got 10. Williams with the screen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And Williams drops them both. And so here's Phoenix. Wesley, the pass to Fleming. Here's Wesley. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Portis finds Williams. Here's Connect. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. No good on the three.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Fleming passes to Johnson. And here's Jackson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Boomer's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Portis. Here's Boomer. And the layup is good off the glass. Boomer's got 27.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Lays it up and banks it in. He has 29 now.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Outside Johnson. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Boomer. The three. He buries it from 3. Boomer's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Wesley, the pass to Jackson. Here's Wesley. Back to Jackson. Out to the right wing. To the left side wing. Here's Wesley. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
It looks like he's been working on that one. Finally got a chance to break it out.
Yeah, he knows how to make those jams memorable, doesn't he? Phoenix calls timeout. With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. The Lakers, number 1.
Well, allowing the fewest points per game in the entire league, this defense has been absolutely dominant. Give the coaches a ton of credit. Players are skilled and motivated. You've got good schemes. Very tough to score against this bunch.
And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Boomer. Beyond the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Jones. He's scoreless. A shot to stop the run. Can't hit from in close. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Iguodala. Here's Longley. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Iguodala's got 6.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Boomer driving inside. Missed inside. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Longley. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Vanderbilt with a screen. Doncic right side. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And so it's Los Angeles cruising into the next quarter with a 30-point advantage. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back after this word. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if it's a completely new group for the Suns. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Najee Marshall is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's James. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Boomer in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now Los Angeles with it. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Boomer's got 39.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Jackson, the pass to Wesley. From 10 feet away. Rebound, the Lakers. Doncic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. He takes it in. Wesley with a rebound. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Phoenix is shooting just 37% so far in this one. Baseline try. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 8 rebounds in the game. James passes to Boomer. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And add another one to the books for them. They've been on cruise control all year long, and now they've just won their 67th game this year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Boomer.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Here's Boomer into the lane, and he dunks it down.
He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
1:02 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Here's Wesley. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Marshall. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Boomer. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Wesley, down low, Longley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And they'll give that one to Miles Turner. That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Boomer. Launches a 3. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later.
That's what I'm talking about. Good win. Let's keep it going. I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight, or it's a long flight.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight. And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. You take a look at Los Angeles. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, San Antonio. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And, guys, for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
And now the Lakers starting group. Bobby Portis out there with Williams. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Connect. And it's Boone in at the point. And for San Antonio, they've got Victor Wembanyama. Sexton is out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Oubre at the power forward. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom-5 defense to a top-5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And for the inside scoop on MP, and I mean inside, let's send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, tonight, all eyes will be on MP and Victor Wembanyama. Everyone knows they're two of the favorites for MVP this year. MP said he has a lot of respect for Wembanyama and how hard he plays, and he doesn't rely only on great skill and size. And I know for sure that that respect runs the other way as well. Kevin?
Yeah, Wembanyama has said this before, so I'm glad you throw that in there, David. It does go both ways. Thank you. Here's Los Angeles now. Just a tremendous run right now for them. 12 straight wins.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
For his size, Wembanyama can be so graceful, moving well off the screen just with ease.
Here's Boone. And the three off target. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. No good with the layup. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Vassell wide open. Bangs home the trifecta.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at San Antonio. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've fulfilled expectations and then some. Riding high down the back 9 now, looking invincible.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. The shot by Sexton, no good. The Lakers trail. Bridges passes to Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And Bridges has a nice all-around game, including knowing when to involve his teammates.
Outside, Sexton to the wing right side. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Now, here's Oubre. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State. Clock at 6. Wembanyama sets a screen for Oubre. Unable to get that one. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Boomer in the last game against the Suns was superb. He scored 46 points, and his glass work resulted in a season-high rebound total for him as well. One of the great performances I've seen in all my years, and I really mean that. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And San Antonio has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Oubre outside. Pirtle sets the pick for Oubre. A three ball. A second chance effort. And Pirtle lays it up and in.
There is value in traditional fives like Pirtle. They can grab glass and they can get you bonus points.
Coomer gets the bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Oubre outside. Pass to Castle. Off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And as we return. San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Williams, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Bobby Portis comes in for Vanderbilt. Bridges, he's checked in for Doncic. And it's Boomer in for James. Lakers leading by 8. We've got Kelly Oubre. Sexton is out there with Castle. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Castle. After the made shot from Boone. Takes it inside.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it. Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Vassell against Bridges. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of it.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And additionally, they're doing a terrific job getting to the line tonight, and they're turning all those trips into early points.
Now, here's Oubre. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
The Lakers with the ball, following Colin Sexton's 3. Here's Boone. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Boomer's got 14.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Sexton. 17 points in his last outing. Hurdle with a screen on Bridges. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Castle, covered by Boone. Here's Castle. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Gets it off. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the Lakers. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from Boomer in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Los Angeles leading by 13, so the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Boomer. Bridges out there with Portis. Then it's Connect. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with it. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Boone.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Sexton attacking. That's tipped. Vassell against Bridges. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Boomer gets the bucket.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Vassell outside. And it's off from three-point range.
And off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Pass to Boomer. On the wing, Bridges. Covered by Vassell. Shoots from 12. Good. He hits the jump shot. Bridges has got his third bucket of the night.
A major threat from the mid-range. You can't allow Bridges to get comfortable from there.
And Sexton has it in the corner. Oubre outside. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Oubre's got 5.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Out to the wing. Now connect. 8 points for him. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. He's got 10.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. San Antonio making a switch here. Hurdle's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Doncic is checked in. Here's Sexton. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to Castle. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Lakers leading by 19 points. There's 1:54 left to play in the 3rd. Lets it go with the 3. Boomer gets the bucket. Boomer's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Lakers. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Pass to Oubre. Doncic against Sexton. Releases. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Sexton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Connect with it. Wembanyama on him. Oubre outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Castle. Guarded by Doncic.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Here is Boomer. He's got 22. Connect. No good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Pirtle.
It seems like Jakob is always ready to attack the rim. He found a nice opening that time.
With the drive. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Down low, Wembanyama. That one doesn't drop. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things. Los Angeles with some changes. Marshall comes in for Connect, and it's Boomer in for James. San Antonio's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Colin Sexton is out there with Castle. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Spurs trail by 21. Pass to Castle. Back to Sexton. Oubre with it. Misses the layup.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Boomer, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Castle. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the right side. Pass to Boomer. 3-pointer. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Boomer gets the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Oubre for the 3. They get the rebound. Wembanyama on the follow.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And in what's been a tremendous year tonight, another example, and they'll push their amazing win total on the season to 68. An outstanding season we've watched this team play.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Boomer.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
San Antonio with the ball after the miss from Boone. And that one's good. Wembanyama. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Plays it up and banks it in. 30 points for Boomer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Solid effort tonight on both ends.